Hi everyone, this is Gillian. I've just popped on to share my June design team project for Natalie of LineDotArrow. She has a Facebook group, LineDotArrow, for junk journals and more. And the kit that I've used this time is the Spring Bloom paper collection. So you can find Natalie under the same name, LineDotArrow, on Etsy to purchase the kit, which is another beautiful one. Once again, I've done something different, as I always tend to, or mostly tend to. This folio came about because I had some packaging on a book that I bought for one of my grandchildren, and the minute it arrived I thought that is a folio kind of, or folder, whichever you'd like to call it. I seem to have taken ages making it just because I've done it in bits and pieces because of being busy. But if I just applied to myself to it, I think it is quite a simple one. So I think it's quite a simple one for any of you to make yourselves. There's not lots of folds, there's not lots of there's tuck places and there's pockets, and a big envelope space that you'll see. And my idea of it was that it would be very good for using for sort of important documents, such as I've just written a new will, so I might use it myself for putting things in such as that. I haven't used quite the whole kit, but most of it, and I'll show you the bits and pieces after that I haven't used. Getting the distance right on here has been quite difficult to set up. I just filmed these videos, putting my mobile phone onto a desk lamp that I've got and balancing it very precariously. This time I've had to put a pile of books underneath the lamp to raise it enough distance. Even still, I'm going to have to move it around quite a lot as I show you different sections of it, so I hope that you can see it clearly enough. What else to say? Oh yes, the size of it, it's 10 inches this way and 13.5 inches this way. So as you can see, this is a big piece, bigger than I'm used to making. So as you can see, I'll show you the outside. I've used the tags that are in the kit for decoration. So I've done like just collections of the papers across. I've used the tag here as a closure, so it's glued to that top one and just slips in under that bottom pocket to close. So the pocket is made from a piece from the kit that is almost like a piece of printed lace, and then I've put the couple of tags on one of the circle pieces there and another tag there, and just cut out bits and pieces to put across. I forgot to say, the background is all vintage music paper. I've got a book of music that's got big size sheets on, so although I've still had to join in places, it was the best thing I could think of to actually just cover the cardboard that the packaging is made of. And then to show you the back before I open up, so the back of the folder is all pockets. I'll just grab one of the tags that's from the kit to show you the pockets and so how they can be used. So there's a pocket there, a pocket there, and a big pocket there, that you could easily slide documents into. I've put a couple of Natalie's labels throughout, for if you'd like to write what documents are in there. That she has a freebie sheet of those labels available on our Facebook page. So this side is exactly the same, the two pockets there and the side pocket there that you could fit much more into. And again, I've used one of the circle shapes from the kit there and one of them with a tag there to decorate. flipping back here, everything's a bit precarious there. So opening her up, you can see that that front one I've done with a complete sheet of one of the papers from the kit, then cut another paper down, and then that lacy part that I spoke about. I've layered all of those pieces onto music paper that's just a little bit bigger than the size of the piece, and then I've machine stitched around all of those with a zigzag stitch. So with the paper behind, the inking and the zigzagging, I think that built up quite well. And there again, on there you can see another label. This pocket, if you've seen my post on a couple of the Facebook groups, I did mention this. I decided I really liked this floral part that runs along the bottom of one of the pages in the kit, so I decided to fussy cut round it, and then I decided to back it with the music paper as I had further down, and then glue that on. So there's plenty of space still in this pocket, but after I've done it, I must admit I don't like it. All the rest of the piece has very straight lines. It's very, you know, topped with the stitching, and I just think for me that jars. But I had lots and lots of responses, thank you everyone that did, to say, oh, I really like it, leave it as it is, because I was contemplating taking it off and putting another straight pocket. So thanks to all those people, I decided to leave it. Now opening up is going to be a little bit difficult to show. I'll bring that down again. Let me try. If I just open that all out, you might be able to see. So there's the flap from the front, and then this part that flaps down from the front is there, and then that would be the back there, so underneath that pocket that I just showed you. So that piece is just for a bit of added texture, I put a bit of inked, tea dyed then inked tracing paper behind it. This is another piece of on the kit that's like paper lace, and another one of the lovely little bird circles. I just cut this pocket into a big shape really around the beautiful flowers and butterfly design, and then that one I cut and glued to this and then sewed all the way round. So I hope you can see that enough. So you've got a big pocket there, so you see that crosses over. You could decide to leave that open and therefore you'd have a bit more of a pocket at the front, but I liked it like that. I thought it was a bit different. And then that's a smaller pocket at the top there. So if I close that down, I'll bring that in again. So inside the packaging you have these flaps. So if you can imagine, that packaging has the book inside here, so the flaps are there to protect it. So on those flaps I've done stepped pockets all the way on each side, which I've just cut from the pieces of paper you'll see, cut them in 3, glued them on. Before gluing on, I've cut the divots out, and then each of those a pocket, so you could put smaller items in those. And those I backed with avocado dyed paper that I made. And then as you open those out, I have put, hope you can see that, I've put diagonal pockets each side inside the flaps. So one there going that way, and then one there going that way. And then this is an envelope, So it's a large A4 envelope that I've attached to the bottom of the folio, again as I've done before, with masking tape, the sort that you use in decorating, because that makes it stronger. Then I've attached a whole piece, beautiful, beautiful design on this piece of paper, gorgeous birds, look, and roses. So I attached the whole piece to the envelope. I did cover the envelope in some more of the avocado dyed paper first. Again, I backed this piece of paper with music paper, partly for the effect, the layered effect, but partly because I felt that makes it a lot stronger for when you're putting documents in and out. So that is a whole A4 size there, pocket. The pocket inside the envelope itself is there, and then pulling that down, how can I show you? So big. Pulling that down, you can see that's the back of the envelope. This was another mistake. I meant, again, a whole sheet of the paper, beautiful design again. I meant to leave this top bit open so that documents or papers or whatever could be put in from the top, but I forgot. Because it was that way up, I left that side open. And although that looks a bit awkward now because of the way I'm having to hold it for the camera, it is still easy to put pieces in there, because that lays flat like that. You'll see that's the top of it. Whoops. That's the top of it there for items to go in there. So it's still very usable. It's just, for me, that was another little mistake, but it's fine. And just on here, as you can see, I've just cut some more pockets. So again, one that way and one that way to echo the side panels here. So the envelope just folds up, the flaps fold over, and then you close it down like that, down like that, and tuck that in there to close. So the other pieces that I haven't used is the tag that I was just using there. There are two more tags, that one very similar colours to there, that beautiful pinky one. I mean, I can literally just ink those and put them into here as journaling cards if I wanted, but they would also look really lovely layered with other things and with like tags and things at the top, so I've left them. There are also a couple of frames, but I can at this moment only find one, so I'm sorry about that. There are a couple of those, and then there is a little file folder which I've just literally folded in half, inked around the edge. I wasn't sure whether to close that at each side or whether it would be nice attached in a different way, or even whether to even use it with this folio or not. Oh, I thought that was the other frame fell out, but it wasn't, it was the same one. So there it is. So you can find Nathalie on Facebook as LineDotArrow, and also on Etsy as LineDotArrow. Hope you've enjoyed that. Really enjoying watching all the makes from all of Nathalie's design team, which she calls her arrows. I'm having a break from it for a little while because I'm having an operation soon, but in my recovery time I'm hoping that I'll apply myself to doing a little bit more journaling and crafting, and Nathalie's invited me back to do guest design team project if I want to later in the year, which would be lovely because her kits are beautiful. So take care everyone, Enjoyed the summer here in the UK when it arrives. It's been very mixed. And see you all again soon. Bye for now.